Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. All right, so first, I would like to apologize because today I cannot meet you face to face, so that's why I made this video. And number two, I would like to thank you for clicking and playing this video, so please enjoy this video. Well, this is meeting 10 and we have the new unit. The title is Business Communication. You may open your handout and you can see those materials on your handout. Okay, so when I display you this page of my blog, you can see that there are two meetings for this unit, meeting 10 and meeting 11. Okay, so for meeting 10 today, I'm explaining to you and try to understand anyway. If you are still confused, so don't hesitate to text me at WhatsApp group your questions. I will do my best to respond or to reply your questions. And then for next week, again for next week, it will be quiz via Google Form or via Elena. So let's see what happen next in the next week. And it will be also online. So if you are on your home, on your what is it? Yes, on your home, not in Semarang because you live outside in Semarang, so it is okay as long as you do the quiz at G Form or Google Form. Anyway, for the next week quiz, the materials are from this unit, yeah, unit 4. Okay, and then I also request a project from you. The instruction will be given in details at the end of this Zoom meeting. Okay, so all right, so let's move to the materials. I would like to stop share and let me move the handout. Okay, so this is the handout that I suppose you already printed. So first, you have to understand about some terms related to business communications. All right, so we cannot live alone. We need to socialize with other people because we are social creature. And for having interaction and socializations, it also happen in business context. You also have to have business travel. So let's suppose if you will have a business travel, and sure you need to communicate because you will get lost if you do not understand about the business the business things, the business terms, and one of the terms in business communication is business travel. Okay, so when you see on the pictures there are what is it? If you go home via air flight, so I believe that it will be familiar to you. So number one and until number 12, what you have to do is you need to match. So yes, I want you to match this 1, 2, 3. So number one already responded. The answer is a check in there. So how about number two? How about number three? Number four here? And so forth. Oh yeah, anyway, it is not just only the transportation, but also accommodation. So what is the name of this room? Is it twin bedded double room or double room or single room? So you can check this out, yeah. And I need your answer at your WhatsApp group, yeah. I want you to check one with A, two with B, or with C, up to you. Okay, and then there are also some vocabularies that you have to match with the paragraph. Well, as you can see, there are three options of each blank. For example, this one, careful planning before you depart. You know, depart, I believe you know there are departure and arrival, right? So depart means go, but arrival or arrive means you arrive, yeah, arrival. So before you depart, sorry, careful planning before you depart will help blah 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 your company and you. So what is the best answer? So of course the answer will be both your company and you. Planning will make sure your department operates efficiently while you are away and stop you worrying about how things are going while the answer is number three, yeah, you are not there. Choose the best person to blah 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 decision. So it is followed, it is began with make, yeah. To make decision while you are away, tell this person about problem which might come up and suggest the most effective ways of dealing with these problems. Tell everybody in your office where you will, tell everybody in your office where you will be. Yeah, F here, B number three. Where you will be during your trip. Tell them when they can and when they can't contact you. You you won't get a phone call during. So sorry for this letter H. You should delete this letter H. An important meeting. When you are on travel, you will mostly need to book airline ticket, hiring a car, and you will need to make questions. Okay, so I hope you can understand the meaning of this whole paragraph and you can fill in the blanks with the correct one. Actually, I already read the whole paragraph with the answers. Okay, so this is like when you want to go for business travel or business trip, you need to prepare. Your preparation not only just prepare your clothes, but also you need to book airline ticket. It is talking about transportations and also hiring a car. It is also transportations. And maybe you need to book the hotel. So it is accommodations. And you know, while you are in the business situation or the business meeting or business negotiation, so of course you will make questions because you will communicate or interact with other people, with your work colleagues or with the stranger. Okay, so this is the importance of business communications. And then guys, I also put there a text. The title is business. What is business communication and why do you need it? Okay, so I would like to scroll it down, and this is the what they say. This the paragraphs. Yeah, the way we communicate with others in is such a habitual part of us that we would rarely stop and think about it. This translates into business communication to organizations. After all, aren't faceless entities but groups of real people. Effective communication affects processes, efficiency, and every layer of a company. Organizations with connected employees have a spike in productivity of up to 25%. How would a 25% productivity lift impact your company's success? Would you see a revenue increase? Well, better customer service and hence happier customers, higher profits, all of the above and more. So, you can continue reading this text. It just uh, tells us that business communication, it is just important for you to understand and also to practice. So you don't just talk the nonsense sentences, but you have to create your communication is make sense and productive, support your works, support your task in your works. Okay, so next I will move to the next part. So the first part, what I already told you, it is about uh, improving your vocabularies related to the business trip, and automatically it is also related with the business accommodation, transportation and accommodations. And then I also put there the second subtopic, sorry. It is about descriptive text. So it is just a familiar text for you, I guess. So what is it? It is a text which describes a particular person, a specific place, or specific things. Okay, so let's see the sample. Okay, the first one, what you see, it is the website of Lombok. Okay, so I can say that it is like one of best popular destinations in tourism destination in Indonesia. Not only Bali, yes, Bali, yes, but Lombok is also awesome. And you can see, you can check also. This is the website address, yeah, lombokindonesia.org, and then you will see a lot of menu related to the what is it, tourism destinations, tourism attractions, how you can book the hotel, what are available there for the tourists, can be Indonesian tourists or foreigners, and so forth. So after that, after you click the website, you can answer these questions. Yeah. Number one, what can Lombok offer? So you can answer these questions if you visit the website. And then number two, where is Lombok located? Well, you can actually, it is related to the geography, and you know where is it, right? And then number three, what information can be found in the website? You can mention maybe four items what you can find there. And then number four, in your opinion, does the website provide enough information for the tourists? For example, we are not familiar with Lombok yet, and we want to go there. And access, clicking the website is enough information for us for having a good business trip and also a picnic trip there. Okay, so you can check this out as after you you visit the website. So this is the number two actions that I request from you. So the first action, I want you to, let me scroll it up. For the first action, I want you to match, yeah. It is just, okay. Okay, I should be slow it down. Yes, it is the first action. I want you to match, and I want you to submit your answer at WhatsApp group. And then the second action, I want you to visit website, Lombok's website, and try to answer number one until number four. Yeah. And again, you can respond me at WhatsApp group. And then I also have the second one here, the second website, because I want you to compare between Lombok's website and Bangkok's website. Okay, you also have to visit the website. This is the link, the address, the website address, tourism Thailand, yeah, tourismthailand.org. Okay, this is the same questions also. What does Bangkok offer? Where is Bangkok located? What information can be found in the website? Do you think website provide enough information? And sure, which one is better? Lombok's website or Bangkok website? Okay. Well, for the second actions, you can what is it, submit 2 students in one submission. It is okay because there are a lot of questions, almost 10 questions. Okay, class. So that's for the comparing the websites. And why I need you to compare it, because I want you to understand about how important the website for what is it, for connecting the audience with the company, in this case the government. Yeah, so communication, it is not only just the oral communication like what I'm doing right now, I'm speaking, but also there is a written communication, just like the website. So if the website can provide clear information uh, about the company or about the organization or institution, so of course it will increase the visibility for the audience, and it will improve the profit. It will give profit to the company or institutions related to, yeah, which is described on the website. Okay, so that's for number 2. And then number 3, because communication, it is like question and answer, right? So basically communication is like questions and answers. So it happens to you also, right? So that's why for the subtopics number 3, I want you to know how to make questions. Okay, I have the slide for this. I would like to stop share and let me share the slide. Okay, so this is the slide for making questions. Let me enable it because I need to write down some sentences also. Okay, so questions, there are divided into 2 types. Yeah, number 1 is WH questions, and number 2, it is yes no questions. Okay, so sorry. And number 2, it is yes no questions. Okay, well, first you have to identify subject, predicator, complement, and object. It is better for me to write it down here. So you have to understand about this, yeah, about subject, auxiliary verb, main verb, complement, and object. Actually, class, for this auxiliary verb and main verb, we can also say this predicator, yeah. So actually, we can say predicators, and predicators consist of 2 items, yeah, auxiliary verb and main verb. All right. So what is auxiliary verb? I can translate it into kata kerja bantu, kata kerja pembantu, right? And then for the main verb, it is kata kerja utama. So first, if I want you to make question, of course, I want you to identify this words, yeah. So let's see, how about I? So I, it is subject, okay? Let me put slice. How about bout? Well, bout, it is predicator, right? But predicator, once again, it can be divided into auxiliary verb and main verb. So what is the auxiliary verb? The auxiliary verb, it is did. And then the main verb, it is by. Why did and by? Because it is bout, everyone. You know, bout, it is the the past verb of by. So uh, let me delete this so it will be bigger. So you have to remember about present verb, past verb, and past participle also. So If it is about, actually it is by plus did, right? How about by? So if it is by, so it is by plus do. How about bys? Yeah, sometimes we also find these terms, yeah. So it is by plus dash. Okay, so let's see if it is about, so it is did plus by. And then a beautiful red dress, it is object, right? And then for complement, yesterday it is complement, right? So we have four, yeah, four positions: subject, predicators, object, and complement. And how you can make questions? So I will move it here. So number one, class, you have to identify subject, mm, subject, main verb, auxiliary verb, object, and complement. Let me move to the next slide. Yeah. Oh yeah. If it is WH question, so it is started with these words. Yeah. Who, what, where, why, when, how, which. Okay. And then if yes no question, so it can be started with to be or auxiliary verb. Okay, so I will move here again. I hope you are not confused. So how from this I make WH questions, yeah. So if it is WH question, for example, I started with what, yeah. So if it is what, so the answer will be beautiful dress. So a beautiful red dress skipped. So the answer will be what did you buy yesterday? So this the positions, yeah. So number one, you put WH word, and then you put auxiliary, and then subject. It is I, right? It is I, but you have to convert into you if it is I, because the answer will be this. What did you buy yesterday? I bought a beautiful red dress yesterday. Okay, so it is synchronous between questions and answer. How if I want to make yes no questions? If it is yes no question, so you started with auxiliary. So did you buy a beautiful dress? Okay, so just this easy, yeah. So you have to spare it auxiliary verb and main verb with subject. Okay, right? So it is subject, right? So you have to make this subject like this subject like a bridge. All right. So you have to put between auxiliary verb and main verb. Okay, I move to 5 slide here. For example, I have this question. I have this sentence here. Borobudur is located in Magelang, Central Java Province. Central Java Province. So if you want to make yes no question, so you have to identify. You know there are two words for these predicators. Yeah, is and located. So it is easier because it is auxiliary and located it is main verb. So how to make it yes no question? So is Borobudur located in Magelang? Or because it is a name of a place, it should be capital M. And then if it is WH question, so it is the questions, yeah. Where is Borobudur located? Okay, so it will be like this. If you so first you can create a yes no questions, and then you just put here, yeah. Uh, Sorry for the typo. Where is Borobudur located? Like this. Okay, so it is just that easy, yeah. Let me undo this. Okay, so this is the next sample. Semarang is popular with its lumpia. Well, you have to identify the predicator. Yeah, the predicator is only is. So if it is, so we just can make this way. Yeah, is Semarang popular with its lumpia? Just that easy. How if I use what? Yeah, so what is Semarang? Oh, it should be capital S. Popular with. Okay, so the answer is lumpia. All right, and how about this? There are many beautiful beaches in Indonesia, so it will be, are there many beautiful beaches in Indonesia, and where are there many beautiful beaches? All right, and then I also have here, Bunaken Marine Park is the iconic tourism. So you just write down here, is Bunaken Marine Park the iconic tourism object in Sulawesi? Yeah. And how if I want to make it why? Yeah. So why is Bunaken Marine Park the iconic tourism object in Sulawesi? So the answer will be BMP is the BMP is the iconic tourism object in Sulawesi because of its amazing sea corals. And then how about this? If it happens, so it is worse, yeah. So once again, if it is worse, so you have to change this with were. So not was I, but were I. Were you, sorry, were you. So you have to change if the sentence says, if the subject, yeah, if the subject is I, so you have to change the question with you, yeah. So it will be were you. Were you at Museum of Kata Andrea Hirata in Bangka Belitung when I called you? All right. So you have to make a sentence, yeah. And how if I say when, yeah? So when were you when I called you? So the answer uh will be this, yeah. I was at. Okay, so when you want to make questions, make sure that it will be make sense between questions and answer. Yeah. So what do you think about this? Is there any questions? So I will give you one more sample. Yeah. For example, I want to write down like this. We are studying English today. If it is like this, how to make it yes no question? So are we studying English today? And then question mark. And how about what? So what are we studying today? So the answer will be English. How if we want to change with a C, yeah? C drinks orange juice on Sundays. If I put S here, it means every Sunday. Yeah. If it is this way, so the answer will be yes, no question first. Yeah. So does he drink orange juice on Sundays? Oh, single S. Oh, sorry for the typo. And if I want to make it with when, yeah. So when does she drink orange juice? So actually it is up to you, yeah. You can also make questions with when. Sorry, not with when, but what, yeah. So what does she drink on Sunday? So the answer will be orange juice. Okay, I give you one more. It is the last sample, yeah. Uh, the the statement will be like this. They will communicate, yeah. They will communicate in a meeting, right? Okay, so first you have to make yes, no questions, yeah. So it will be will. Will they communicate in a meeting? All right. And then if I want to make it into yes, WH questions, for example, where, yeah. So where will they communicate? This is the answer. It is also typo. Okay, so once again, so what should you pay attention for this? So number one, you should what is it? Pay attention to the predicator. All right, predicators, and then the predicators. It usually to be. If it is to be, so it is okay, yeah. But sometimes it is also combined with the main verb to the main verb. So that's why you have to try to spare it main verb and auxiliary verb. But sometimes there are already two words, yeah, like shall go and so forth. So if it happens, so it will be easier. So yes, you have to know the predicators. And after you know the predicators, number two, you have to identify main verb and auxiliary verb. And then number two, you have to put subject. You put subject between. All right, between the auxiliary verb and main verb. Okay, I hope you can understand. Please text me at WhatsApp group if you are confused. Well, next I'm going to move to again to the handout. Okay, so it is the making questions again. So it is just so easy. What you have to do is just to put in the correct order, yeah, like this. So if it is, so you have to find yes, no questions or WH questions. So number one will be, when would you like to stay? When would you like to stay? And then number two, would you like a double or sorry, would you like a double or a single room? May I have your name, please? And so forth. Yeah. And I already put there how to create questions. Yeah, from a sentence. Okay, so that is number three. Subtopic number three. Now let's move with subtopic number four or last one. Because it is business communication, so of course I want you to practice these business communications. Okay, I would like to open your handout first. There are two dialogues. The title number one is pleased to meet you. There are three people there on the dialogue. They are Sam, Eric, Victor Tang, and Lin. Okay, and you know what? Actually, the dialogue, it has many blanks. What you have to do is you have to fill in the blanks by yourself, since you need to read this after I end the Zoom meeting, yeah. And then the second dialogue, there are, let me see. Oh yeah, there are four people, yeah. Uh, Let me mention them. They are Victor, Sam, Walter, and Lind. Again, there are blanks. There are many blanks, and you have to fill in the blanks. Okay, so how come you can fill in the blanks? Don't worry. I have the I have the video I already put at my page. So this is the number one. Please to meet you. Okay, so let me try to play it out.
Thank you very much.
Ah, hello. I don't think we've met. Sam Ericks.
Victor Tang, pleased to meet you.
And what company are you from, Mr. Tang?
Oceanwide. I'm the sales representative for this region.
Ah, yes, I know your company. Your business is expanding very rapidly at the moment.
Yes, we're doing quite well. And yourself, who do you work for?
Actually, I work for myself. I'm the CEO of a small export and packaging company. We specialise in seafood.
It's a growing market.
Yes, but a very competitive one, Mr. Tang.
Please, call me Victor.
Sam. Victor, let me introduce you to someone. Lynn, this is Victor Tang. He's the regional rep for Oceanwide. This is Lynn Chan, my sales manager.
How do you do, Mr. Tang?
I'm very well, thank you. Nice to meet you, Miss Chan.
And you?
Can I get you another drink?
Thank you.
Okay, after you watch this video, actually this is the dialogue in which sorry this is the dialogue from your handout, okay, but there are blanks, right? So what you have to do is you have to watch this video until the end, because it is not just only this dialogue but also explanation about how to introduce when you what's that, when it is your first meeting with him or with her. So it is just not strange topic, right? Of course, when you meet someone in the first time, you need to introduce, and if you want, you can also introduce your new friend to your old friend. So it is also a very good communications, especially if you have a new if you have meeting or you have webinar, and then you want to expand and increase your network, so you have to know how to introduce yourself. It is the first one. Anyway, please watch them all, because for your quiz next week, the questions will be from the next explanation about this video. All right, so maybe I need to show it
Let's
to
look
you
at
for a while.
introductions. First, how did Sam introduce himself to Victor, who he didn't know?
Ah, hello. I don't think we've met.
Okay, so this is the first one, and next the second one. This is the second dialogue, right? The title is "Why don't you join us?" All right, so this is the second one.
Well, it's been good to meet you, Sam, and very interesting to hear about your business.
Okay, so if you if you are confused or something, maybe I need to share to reshare the handout of yours. So let me check. Is that really fit the dialogue there? Okay, so this is the second one, yeah. Why don't you just, well, it's been good to meet you, Sam, and very interesting to hear about your business. Okay, so it is appropriate. How about number one? Yes, you can also check this dialogue with the number one video. Okay, so actually they are same, because I took the dialogue from this video. Okay, but anyway, class, once again, it's a 9 minutes video, and for the dialogue it is just maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but I want you to watch a whole video, because there are also questions for your quiz next week are also taken from the whole package of the video. All right, let me
Look,
to
we are having a small dinner for some of
continue
our
this.
clients and friends after this. Why don't you join us?
That's very kind of you. I'll just check with my associate whether they have other arrangements for us.
Well, your associate is most welcome to join us too.
Thank you. Excuse me. Walter. This is Sam Eriks from Eriks Imports. He has very kindly invited us to a dinner.
Yes, would you like to join us?
Unfortunately, I have another engagement. But thank you for the invitation.
Yes, class. Actually, so if the first video it is about self-introduction and introduce others. So for the second video, it is about invitations, how to refuse and how to accept invitation. You have to know it by continue watching this video. Yeah, you can check them out by yourself. And anyway, there are also some video which I allow you to play and watch because I think that it will improve your English. It is about can I help you, and also well because it is communication, it is like videos to improve your pronunciation and also expressions. But the required videos that you need to watch is only 2 videos, yeah. But if you have free time, if you what is it, if you want to wait Maghrib time while watching the YouTube video, you can visit this, yeah. Okay, so this is yeah, and this is the homework for you. Let me scroll it up because I will give you the detailed one. I want you to submit only audio, okay? And the audio, it will be individual, because if it is 2 students, I guess you need to make agreement with your friends, and maybe maybe it is harder, yeah, to create agreement because you are at your own home, not in the campus, because it is near to Idul Fitri, close to Idul Fitri. So that's why it will be individual. Just you record your audio, your voice on a file, and after that you share me at WhatsApp group, not on the blog, yeah. And what should you record? You should record only the dialogue number 1 and number 2, even though there are more than one person. More than one person, yeah. So you say on the first video there are 3, and on the second video there are 4 people, but I want you to read them all by yourself. But of course, you need to read it in a good expressions and good pronunciation. And the deadline will be 27. So you have 1 week only. Okay, so I have the example. I also record my voice by myself.
They have often lost everything. This is the audio that you have to record related to Unit 4 Business Communication. Number 1. Please record your audio on this video. Thank you very much. Hello.
Yeah, so actually I record this in the evening, so you can hear what is it, an insects, a noise there. Okay, so you will see the whole dialogue, and what you have to do is to read, yeah. And then you, because yes, I create my video, but you can create only audio. So I guess it is just so easy and simplest homework for you. Let me play 1 minute more, yeah.
I don't think we've met. Sam Eriks. Victor Tang. Pleased to meet you. And what company are you from, Mr. Tang? Ocean Wide. I am the sales representative for this region. Ah, yes, I know your company. Your business is expanding very rapidly at the moment. Yes, we are doing quite well. And yourself, who do you work for? Actually, I work for myself. I'm the CEO of small export and packaging company. We specialize in seafood. It's a growing market. Yes, but a very competitive one, Mr. Tang.
Okay, so you can continue watching the video. All right, so it is better if you can create two voices, yeah, but me myself I cannot do that. So you can see that between Victor and Sam they are almost same tone, same sound, but it is okay as long as you have good pronunciation and good expression. I will accept it. Okay, so that's for today, class. What do you think about this? If you have questions, once again, so don't hesitate to text me at WhatsApp group. I will be pleased to open questions. And let me remind you that you have 1 week to share the audio. It is just the simple one. If you are ready tomorrow, you can also share your file, your audio file. And then for next week, please prepare uh, yourself because there will be quiz, and the quiz are from the handout and also the videos from my page. Well, I do thank you for watching this video, so I guess I should stop right now. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye everyone.